Guess who got new glasses? I'll give you one guess. You got it. Me. So these are my new frames. I'm really excited about them. I mean, a bit overexcited. It's a bit unnecessary, but I love them. They're from Salt. I hope they're not reflecting too much and distracting you. They kind of are. Is that distracting? Anyway, yes, today's video is on working out and ways to stay motivated and ways to avoid choosing bed and or the couch over getting fit. Just going to give you tips and tricks that I've learnt or kind of adopted along my little journey. Starting with the main one, which is go to bed, sleep. Young people need between 7 to 8 hours of sleep, like minimum requirements to function to the best of their ability. And I don't know if you're anything like me, but I find it really hard to get that much sleep. Or I get in bed ready and prepped, and then I open YouTube and next minute I'm 24 videos deep and watching a makeup tutorial about how to make yourself look like an alien, which I can't do. I tried. But you need to go to bed. Of an afternoon, work out how many hours you're going to need. So depending on what time you obviously have to get up the following day, prep yourself to be in bed 30 minutes before you would need to fall asleep in order to get the amount of time that you need. That's what I do. So you're in bed, ready, and you still have 30 minutes to YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, read, watch the last of your TV show, whatever it is that you do. You've still got those 30 minutes. Get it done, and then go to bed. Experts say that you shouldn't have a TV on or your computer on or your phone on. I think it's 30 minutes before you fall asleep, but I don't do that. I think you just have to do whatever works for you. It's probably not the best idea, is it? But anyway. Yeah, that way you can focus on getting your 8 hours of sleep. When you wake up, you won't want to die if you have to work out because you would have slept, so you'll have energy. See? Clever. Another trick that's to do with sleeping and getting up, if you want to work out of a morning, set your alarm and put your phone and or alarm clock or whatever it is that you use on the other side of the room. That way you actually have to physically get up to go and turn it off. And then you're already up and it's like, am I going to go back to bed? I'm already standing. I might as well just stay standing, and then you start the day. So if you want to do a 6 a.m. workout and you know you're not going to get out of bed, put your phone at the other side of the room, and at 6 a.m. you have to get up and go and turn it off, and then you're up. So you might as well just work out. On to the next thing, food. A lot of people, I think, especially if they're trying to lose weight, worry about eating less to the point of eating nothing. Like, if you want to work out and you want to work out hard, eating carrots and cucumber for lunch is not gonna help. You need energy. You need big energy in order to really smash a workout, especially breakfast. I can't understand that there's people in the world that don't eat breakfast. Like, I'm literally thinking about what I'm going to have for breakfast before I go to sleep because it makes me really happy. If you watch my Snapchats, you would have seen my oats that I have religiously every morning. So I have rolled oats, topped with banana, chia seeds on top, lots of protein, super filling, slow release energy so it stays with me and I don't want to keep snacking. When you don't eat proper meals, that's when you're going to snack. So I have that because it's full of protein. It gives me the energy I need to work out. I hate working out in the morning. So unless it's like of a weekend, I always work out in the afternoon, because if I work out in the morning, I am not a fun time for the rest of the day. Super crabby, tired. It just like drains me. So I wait till the end of the day. Again, though, you got to do whatever's best for you. So make sure you have at least 3 meals a day. You want breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then you want to have your snacks in between. If you're feeling hungry or feeling sluggish, that's not going to make you want to work out. So eat your meals, try and avoid bad food. I don't need to tell you what bad food is, you know. Focus on protein, veggies, just things that are going to actually fill you up and stay with you throughout the day so that you've got the energy that you need. For those of you that were asking on Tumblr about good ideas for breakfast, oats, wholemeal bread with avocado. I put chia seeds on everything, so chia seeds, eggs, any way that you like, anything that's got lots of protein in it. I'm all about the protein. 2 pieces of toast with peanut butter is amazing, and I love it, but it's not going to stay with you for that long because there's not a lot of protein. There's probably no protein in there, depending on the kind of bread. But you need something that's hearty to wake you up, get your digestive system going for the day. So yeah, protein. Breakfast is actually my biggest meal of the day, and then my meals get progressively smaller. I like to have all my carbs in the morning because then I've got the rest of the day to work them off. Next thing that I think is super important is setting goals. I'm a very visual person, so I like to write mine down so that if I don't do something, then there's a big plaque on the wall mocking me because I'm super competitive and stubborn. So if I see it on the wall going, Mel, you're being lazy and you're not going to reach your goal, and what are you doing with your life, then I'm going to go and work out because the wall's judging me. So it's hard to explain. I respond to challenges, I would say. So if I challenge myself, putting it on the wall is kind of like a constant reminder of you set yourself this challenge. Don't let yourself down. We're a team, you and I. Yeah, works for me. Even if it's a calendar, where you write how many days a week you want to work out, anything, whatever your goal is, you can just write it out on a piece of paper, just stick it on your wall somewhere you're going to see it every day. And that way it reminds you of what your intent is, why you're doing what you're doing, and it's just a little motivational push. Another good one is a calendar, and I use a big red texter, and every day that I do my workout, I cross the date off so that I can see that I am hitting my goals, and then I can leave my rest days blank, and I can see my progress and that I am doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Another really big one that I've heard a lot about is finding the body type that you want and sticking a photo of that on the wall, like a celebrity or something that you want to look like. No, I don't like that because that's not your body. So that's not real. Obviously we all wake up and dream of looking like, a supermodel, or I don't know what your ideal body type is, but whoever that is, you obviously dream of waking up and looking like that, but it's not going to happen. And comparison isn't going to help you. All this thin inspiration, no, I don't like that. Just focus on yourself. And I'm saying this because I pretty much did this my entire life. Countless photos on my iPhone of just women that I'm like, why does my bum look like that? Why doesn't my tummy look like that? Why are her thighs so skinny and mine are so not skinny? You literally will kill yourself with things like that. I literally do it all the time, but then I'm super aware of it now. So every time I find myself comparing someone to me, I have to stop and think, and no, because that's not you. It's not fair. You can't compare yourself to someone else because your body is individual. So none of this thin inspiration or anything like that. Just your inspiration is your goal. So like I said, put your goal on your wall and that's where you start from. And make your goal reachable. You need to be aware of your own personal limitations, but also strive at the same time. So think of something that would be near impossible, and then think of something that would be like a semi-lazy goal. This is where you want to be. Impossible, too easy, right here. Something that is achievable for you. That's what you need to write on your wall. Another way that I look at it is treating working out as a part of your everyday routine. So I look at working out like I do going to work. It's just something I'm doing that day. It's not an option as to whether or not I'd like to go to work today. It's just part of my routine. So I get up, I go to work, I do my work and I come home. Just like you get up, you do your workout, you finish your workout, you come home. It's just part of your everyday routine. It's not a choice, it's your lifestyle. It's what you do. It's what you do every day. That's how you need to look at it. And as soon as you stop looking at it as a chore, then it's not so traumatizing every time you have to do it. Your workouts should be challenging, but you shouldn't want to cry every time you have to do it, if that makes sense. Obviously, you're going to have days where you'd rather chew off your own arm than go to the gym, but that's just part of being human. Just treat it like everything else that you have to do that day. It's just a part of your day. Another huge part of getting into a good routine is finding the time. A lot of people have asked questions about if you're at uni and you're working and you're doing all these things, how do you have time to work out? If you put it into perspective, finding 30 minutes in your day, like minimum 30 minutes, is not actually that hard. Like there are times when I've stared into the fridge for like 20 minutes to like decide what I want to eat. And in that time, I could have done like a lot of work. Imagine how many squats you can do in 20 minutes. You could squat while you look at what you're going to eat. Multitasking. So it really is about priorities. If it's not important to you, obviously you're not going to find time for it. If it is important, you're going to find a way to get that 30 minutes in. If you have watched my Snapchat, you would see how ridiculous some of the workouts I do are. The other night, last night, I wanted to watch Suits and I was committed to finishing the season and I was like, Mel, you need to work out. I jumped rope in the living room while watching Suits. And then every couple of minutes, I would pause it and run up and down the stairs and come back and play it again. And I did glute work and ab work and everything like that. Sometimes, it's not always going to be a 45-minute run. Sometimes just moving is enough, even if it's while you're watching TV. I'm a big advocate for an at-home workout, especially when you're super, super busy. Another tip that I can give you is find your buddy. So much more fun working out when you have someone to be in pain with you. There's two of you. Odds are one of you is going to be semi-motivated to do a workout. So one of you is going to force the other one to do it with you. If it's just you and you don't want to work out, you're not going to work out. But you have your gym buddy to say, sort your life out, we need to do something today, we're being lazy, and then you go. It's kind of like a really healthy form of peer pressure. Peer pressure from a place of love. That's how I like to look at it. That's how my gym buddy and I look at it. It's almost like a bit of like rivalry to get you going. Like if you have someone there and they're doing better than you, you're like, oh, I need to step my game up. Makes you push. It's fun. You can laugh and joke and cry and whinge at each other. So if you are lucky enough to have a buddy, utilize that. If you're not, that's fine. Put your earphones in. You be your own buddy. Be your own motivation. Even though like it's a bit lonely sometimes, which it really is. It is hard working out on your own. I struggle sometimes, but this is another tip or trick of mine and it's super embarrassing, but I'm going to tell you. Picture that someone is watching you. So if you have like a celebrity crush or something like that, picture that they are in the room with you, watching you. Or if you're outside walking or running, picture that they can see you. And I promise you, you will work out so hard. It's like if you're on like a walk and then there's a big group of people coming up and all of a sudden you just start running and you're like, I've totally been running this entire time. Look how fit and carefree I am. I'm not even sweating. And then you have to like wait for them to pass you so you can go around the corner and die. Yeah, it's like that. Smart. Do it. Totally works. Go to bed. Make sure you get between 7 and 8 hours of sleep every night. I know it's not easy to do, but I promise you the motivation will go through the roof. Diet, lots of protein. Get your carbs in the morning. Don't skip breakfast. And don't be too hard on yourself diet-wise. Eat. You shouldn't feel hungry. If you're hungry or your tummy's hurting, it means you need to eat. Just make sure that it's something that's nutritious and actually going to help you. You should never feel, you shouldn't be starving ever. Your body needs energy to run, essentially. So if you want to kill the workouts and you want to keep your body fueled and healthy, you need to eat proper food. Set your goals. Sit down, take the time to set yourself some short-term and long-term goals that are challenging but reachable. You need to be realistic. Try not to make them number-based. So don't, like, I wouldn't recommend making it, I want to lose this much weight in this much time. Try and find something that's more about how you feel, as opposed to strict numbers, because it shouldn't really be about that. Number 4 is just consider it part of your lifestyle. If you want to work out and you want to be healthy, then you just need to look at it the same way you look at everything else. And there are going to be days when you want to cry. It's totally normal. If you need a rest, have a rest. It's as simple as that. I love reading your questions, and I'll get around to answering them all, hopefully, whether it's via YouTube or Twitter or Tumblr, or Snapchat. I might do a Snapchat Q&A. But yeah, keep working out, keep eating healthy, and I'm loving hearing from you. I will talk to you soon during my next video. Bye.